Hey, where's my introduction? What is this? Where's Fangarang? What is this? A postcard? Greetings from Mexico. Look at that! Fangarang partying with bears and sombreros. Well, he likes those bears. I do remember him mentioning he needed a vacation, but was it this week? Okay, well, via Segueros, I suppose, but that leaves me without a sidekick for the week. What to do. I know. I'll just create a temporary sidekick to fill in for Fangarang until he comes back next week. And it's Halloween, so what better temporary body to use than this? It's a pumpkin. This is going to be fun, kiddies. And of all of you out there get to join me as I carve this bad boy like a psychopath does with flesh. Let's go. And there we go. Let's bring him up. I've got him on his own little stand now. There he is. It's alive!
Oh, no. Is it Halloween again? Oh, this is horrible.
Yes, what do you mean again?
I
just created you.
No, you didn't create Jack or a pumpkin. I'm an eternal jack-o'-lantern. I was pumpkin smashing one year, and we ended up smashing the pumpkin that belonged to a witch, and she cursed me. So every year I come back as a jack-o'-lantern.
So it's reincarnation?
Close. Reincarnation. I just come back and just get smashed every year. It's horrible.
Oh, it sounds terrible, but guess what? We're not going to smash you.
Oh, don't do any weird stuff like the family last year.
Oh, what happened last year?
It was really weird.
Oh,
just make it fast.
Dad, we're not going to do anything like that. And as a matter of fact, I've created you, brought you to life, put a brain in you so that you could be my sidekick tonight. Would you like to entertain some boils and ghouls?
You're not going to smash me? I'm going to...
No!
Show?
No, I promise. Cross my heart and hope to live.
Oh, well, yes, of course I would like to do this.
Fantastic.
Anything to not be smashed.
That's right. You're going to make it out there. You can make it there. You can make it anywhere. Let's just get this thing started. And all right. So you're going to introduce me. You've got your script. Let's start this over.
Okay. Welcome, creeps and ghouls, to another episode of Latefright Legends. I'm your co-host, Fluffy, but you can call me Rumpelstiltskin for long. Thank you. It's so nice to be here. Now, please give a virtual hand for the awesomest, bestest horror show host that ever hosted, Unman Dane.
Hey! That was amazing, Bumpy. It's almost
Thank
as
you.
if you were grown for this.
Oh, I
Well,
see what you
welcome,
did there.
kiddies.
I see what you did there. That was great.
It's your old pal, Unman. Now, who am I, you might ask? I am the horror rock freak show host of Latefright with Unman, a cavalcade of the strange and the bizarre, a smorgasbord of guts, boobies, rock and roll, and blood. Lots and lots of blood. And in your case, blood mixed with a bunch of pumpkin stuff, eh, Pumpy?
Oh, yeah. I was very seedy this year.
Yes, you were. I just kept pulling them out. Had to scrape the insides and everything. It was, yeah.
It actually felt very good.
What was that thing I
enjoyed it.
used? It was a speculum, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, wonderful.
it was just very refreshing too. No strings attached. There were plenty of strings. Anyway, it's time for headlines. Headlines. Feel free to rock along with the music there, Pumpy.
Oh, honestly, I never thought I'd get this far without being smashed. So I'll catch up.
Well, I'm usually smashed because I drink the blood of humans. Headlines. Homeowners in England discovered a secret room in their home 5 years after moving into the house. The owners shared pictures of the secret room on the internet, and many suggested that someone had been living there for years without the owner's knowledge.
Whoa. That would make a sweet murder room, don't you think, Unman?
Ooh. Sadly, there were no dead bodies found within. Oh,
Too bad.
too bad. In honor of Back to the Future Day, here is some time travel news. It appears that paradox-free time travel is theoretically possible. Physicists at the University of Queensland in Australia say, and this means that if we can just figure out time travel, then we can go back in time and fuck with our old selves and not cause any problems in the present.
So I could go back in time and put a bunch of fertilizer on myself as a seedling? I would never see it coming.
Yes, it's something like that, but maybe minus the poop. And speaking of pooping on plants, in a related story, a man in Massachusetts has grown a 470.5-pound gourd. My, that's a big gourd.
Hey, don't talk about my mom that way.
Oh, it's a bushel gourd, Pumpy, not a pumpkin.
Ooh, that's a big bush.
Yes. Also in Massachusetts, Coastal Town is now pleading with residents to please stop calling 911 about a giant sunfish. Town authorities tweeted in response to the calls, "The sunfish is doing normal sunfish activities. Please stop calling the police department about the giant sunfish." My question, though, is what exactly constitutes normal sunfish activities, I wonder?
Like nude sunbathing?
Oh, you already had me at giant fish. Don't go bringing boobies into it now, too. Yeah, that's one liberated fish. Probably doesn't even wear a bra.
Maybe they should get the father fish to teach it a lesson. You know, because it's the sunfish.
and it would teach the lessons. And where would they teach the lessons, Pumpy?
Oh, okay.
In school. Oh, and finally, Rudy Giuliani. Oh God. Rudy Giuliani was caught on camera supposedly touching his genitals in the new sequel to Borat. When asked about the footage, Rudy responded with, "I was tucking in my shirt." Oh, Rudy, I like to tuck in my shirt too. I just prefer to do it around 2 p.m. when no one is home and with a bottle of lube and some tentacle porn.
With the way he tucks in his shirt, you'd think it would just stick there.
No, that would be a bit of a sticky situation.
Oh yeah.
And that concludes our headlines. Headlines. You're rocking it tonight, Dead Goat. How you doing?
Yeah.
Warming it up. Yes. Loving it, loving everything you do, my brother. And then you've met Pumpy now, yes? One of the family, one of us. Gibble gobble, one of us.
Google gobble.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh.
I love it.
Love it. Well, kiddies, if you like what you see, please give us money. Throw it to us. Throw it at us. We love it. And you've got 2 ways to do it. PayPal.me/Latefright and Venmo is @Latefright. Please, there it is, right on the screen. If you like what you see, give us money. And if you don't like what you see, then still give us money so we can hire better writers. Simple. And now, kiddies, it's why we're here. You have found yourself at Latefright, where we explore the age of chaos, the things that go wrong, the things that parents use to scare their children into being the good boys and ghouls, the things that will make you poop your pants. Ooh, that's pretty scary. And tonight's legend is no exception. Tonight, we travel back, way back, to the 3 phases of the moon: maiden, mother, crone. The hills, the valleys, the secret meeting, the woods, the sky-clad dances around the fire. Yes, boys and ghouls, I am talking none other than witches.
Oh no!
I know. We just ignore what we're doing here for a moment, Pumpy. Ignore your background and pretend you don't know anything about witches. Yes, there you go. And tonight, though, we have been invited to sit in the Witches of Renown Council. They're having a meeting about all of these Halloween cancellations. So wait a minute, I've got something here. I had it here. Yeah, just try to do the Zoom thingy. And here we go. Well, here we are. There we go. Now we are at the Witches of Renown meeting led by the Grand Witch. Oh, looks like you're all here. All right, Grand Witch, please take us away.
You're welcome for all of us being here today for your show. We're here to discuss the beautiful Halloween coming up with a second full moon. So exciting. However, we do need to talk about the availability of little tiny children considering lockdown and quarantine, and there just aren't any on the streets to pluck out. I would like to open a discussion with the world famous witches of the renown. Please talk amongst yourselves.
So with this COVID-19 thing, how will I eat? I need to eat children.
You are the best pest control I've ever known.
In my classes, it is unethical to eat children. That is not right. If you're trying to get along in the world, that's impossible.
Children. Child pie.
Excuse me, you are a witch. We do not get along in the world. We allow others to entertain us and serve us. We do not need to get along.
Excuse me, I am 17 years old, okay? I am 1 year away from being legal.
Ridiculous! You be quiet before I turn you into a toad or something.
Or I could turn her into a mouse really quickly. You could just
I
hang out with your
could
little
roast them like my last culinary delight.
I'm always up for some barbecue.
Oh.
Throw down. Throw down. Go. Go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I don't want to get turned into a toad.
Well, perhaps they have some friends that could be of use to us. Children, do you have anyone that you perhaps don't care for?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna eat him.
I thought we didn't like children being involved with our affairs.
Only when we eat them.
I'm not a child.
You'd still fit into a cauldron.
It's like so 2008 BC. We don't eat people.
Oh, sure we
I'm
do.
gonna tell you, I came here for a good time and I'm feeling so attacked right now.
Darling, have an apple.
You're a snack.
I'm so sorry, but I'm allergic to apples, so I can't have any.
Well, I'm allergic to water, but you don't see me complaining.
Actually, I kind of do. I mean, you're kind of complaining like right now. I mean, just saying, we are just as valid witches as any of the rest of you, okay? But it's 2020 and we like to help people, including children.
Excuse me, you silly little witch bitch. But who exactly do you think you are?
I am a teenage witch and I am just as valid as the rest of you.
Really?
Well, my aunties were witches and we were in, we have our own church of night and everything like that. We have a long, rich history of witchdom, actually.
Oh, do you have a long, rich history of that? Have you been to the Feast of Feasts? Children souffle, children meatloaf, children sandwiches, children tongue sandwiches.
How do you know all this?
And because I eat children.
Broomhilda, if you're willing, munchkins are an adequate substitute to children. They are also delicious and very small, and they're in abundance still. In fact, this is a munchkin finger. Very chewy.
It looked like you were eating one of your flying monkeys for a moment. I was very upset for you.
No.
Your Majesty.
Yes, darling.
What are you going to have for Halloween if you can't have children?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I have a whole orchard full of non-GMO organic apples that I use to lure the children to me, because everyone knows that children love candy, but they also love sweet little apples. Now, one is a sleepy apple and one is a death apple, but I don't remember which one was which.
Why don't you do a taste test?
Why don't you do a taste test, sweetheart? You look like a good snack.
We'd ask you to do a taste test, but you'll just bring up the children again.
So many contentious moments amongst yourselves here. When witches are bitches, what are we to do? Perhaps I know someone. My nose is gone. Tinkle, tinkle, tink.
You guys are all being so mean to each other. I don't know when I became a social worker, but I'm here to work this shit out for you all. Now, I could just go around the room and read you all the filth, which I probably should do, since half of you look like Lana Del Rey. However, we're just going to go ahead and just talk this all out together. Everyone smile. Pretend you're happy. Do it. Good. No, Wicked. Smile. Smile.
I'm smiling.
You know what, Wicked? You keep saying you're allergic to water, but we all know it's an alcohol problem, so just smile like you're drunk.
I'm scared.
There it is.
I'm not scared. This is hilarious. I love it.
I'm loving all of this right now. I'm very happy to smile. That's who I am. That's how people get along with me.
Okay, can someone shut up the British bitch? It's not that I hate you, I just hate British accents. You make me nauseous.
No.
Go ahead, Alex.
I'm still in school. I know my spells, okay? It's right here. You know what? I have just the thing. Fluffagus and nuffagus.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that you missed that spell.
I think it's a great improvement.
She looks better.
If you don't turn me back, I'm gonna go Monty Python on your ass.
Oh, okay.
Could you do the little blonde teenage witch next, please?
Turn me back now.
Well, that was very, very cute. It was a cute try, but let me show you some real magic.
Wow, look at that!
All right, so let's all go around the room and on mute talk about the things we love about ourselves. No, that doesn't work, does it? All right, so instead of that, everyone look at each other, look at our commonalities. Like Supreme Witch and Teenage Witch, you're both blonde. Congratulations, life is easier for you.
That's as fake as their abilities.
That's incredibly true.
I actually do agree with them on that. Sorry.
New Goth Witch.
Okay. I can agree on that.
Miss New Witch, Goth Witch. Obviously, you get some ideas from Stevie Nicks, and I applaud that. You have great taste in music.
And hats.
Thank you.
Hats are good.
I'm just trying to incorporate the new world in with the old, or the old world in with the new world. I'm trying to be organic and have all of us together here. I don't know why there should be such an issue.
Talking about organic again, where's the lecture? She said it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with organic.
Nothing is really organic. Let's be real.
Those apples are not GMO free. Do not
believe they are.
Well, we're just glad that you're finally eating fruit, okay? So that's the good thing. You're finally getting the nutrients you need. You're no longer going to have scurvy. Congrats. Broomhilda.
What?
Now you know if you want to eat the children, just go to Missouri.
Yeah, they won't be wearing masks.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And Broomhilda,
Yes.
I heard you have a song that'll bring us all together.
Oh. A song. Oh. Wait. Oh, I do have a song. Oh, yes. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean. Everybody with me now. Give it a try, girls. Everyone try. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean.
Okay, so let's just all come in together in the fact that we realized it was a mistake to have Brunhilde sing.
I can get behind that. I agree.
She finished.
Yes.
Oh,
Go
God.
suck a
It's
toe.
even worse when she cries, honestly. Ugh.
Enough with eating the children. I can't.
I can
Okay,
never get
so
enough
let's
of
stop
eating
freaking
the
out about
children.
eating the children. Everyone's eaten children before. It's happened to all of us. Have you ever been to
Children
McDonald's?
before?
Have you ever been to McDonald's? Do you know what's in a McNugget? Toddler.
No.
It's all toddler. It's delicious and it's fine. Just enjoy it. It's a snack. I don't mind it. Calories are fine.
They all taste like chicken anyway.
Exactly.
So we're just talking about this the whole meeting? Is anything productive go on?
Of course. All we were supposed to discuss anyway was how to acquire children on Halloween without there being trick-or-treating. So you joined our meeting.
If you want to have to find children on Halloween, just go to a Republican neighborhood. They're going to let their kids out.
Yeah, they won't be wearing masks.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be wearing.
Ladies, let's just look at our similarities between us. It's so easy to find. Supreme Witch and Teenage Witch, you're both blonde, so you obviously have privilege. Good for you. Congratulations. I feel it too. Wicked Witch, New Age Goth Witch, obviously you both shop at Hot Topic. Good for you. You are the same character. I'm proud of you. Look each other. You're the same. You're one and the same.
I'm not green.
Well, you should be.
Excuse me. That is discrimination against people of a different skin color. I thought you were
Fine.
New Age.
Fine, we'll try it again. All right, Wicked Witch and New Age Goth Witch. You're both the same color as an apple from Her Majesty. You're all the same. I don't know. I'm stretching. I'm pulling for teeth here.
Green is my favorite color. So
Oh, thank you.
It's the
So,
color.
yeah, I never was discriminating against you.
Good.
I got all of y'all. I got this, okay?
No,
Reno.
Oh,
Delito.
No. No.
That was good.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh. It sounds like you ladies have a lot to work out. We're going to go back to the studio. Continue. And we're back. Woo! Well, you know what they say. Witches will be witches. Thank you to the Grand Witch for allowing us to sit in on that. What exactly was that? I'm not sure, but it sure was lively.
Unman,
Yes.
that was a shit show. What did they resolve? I don't understand.
Kind of like the first debate.
I should have asked one of them how to reverse this damn spell. I blanked. I completely blanked.
Oh, that would have been something. Oh, we could have saved you from being out on the street. I mean, not that you're going on the street anytime. No, don't get nervous. It's it was a turn of phrase, a figure of speech. Anyway,
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't just worry about it at all. And now it is time for
What he said.
Letters to Unman. Letters to Unman, letters to Unman, letters to Unman name. All right. Dear Mr. Dave, I am just a lonely ghoul in love with a monster I can't have. His orange skin is perfection. His hair
It sounds like a winner to me.
Well,
Right.
right? I mean, the orange skin part for you. Anyway, his hair is like the wafting of summer straw. I'd do anything for him. However, we can't reveal our love for each other because it would threaten to ruin our public images. We dress as humans. What do I do? Regards, Mitch M. in Washington, D.C.
I think
You're
I know
not
that
fooling-
guy.
Yeah, you're not fooling anyone, Mitch. Just own it. You just walk right up to that orange hunk and plant a big old wet one right on his lips. And add a little tongue for that anti-mask freak while you're at it. Huh? Hmm?
Pardon.
Oh my goodness.
That got me a little bothered. A little hot and bothered there, Unman.
So I know it was almost pumpkin porn.
I know.
Orange skin, straw. We could put you on a bale of straw. Would you like to sit on a bale of straw later?
As long as it's not too high, the higher I get, the more likely I'm going to fall and get smashed. All right, so let's just stay close to the ground.
I understand. Yeah, I got another letter. Dear Unman Dane, my toe fell off the other day. It is not the first body part to fall off, but it's probably about the fifth. Sooner or later, people are going to start staring. And as you can probably guess, my question is, how do I get people to not stare? Sincerely, Decacia Z from Birmingham, Alabama. Well, Decacia. It's a lovely name, by the way. I love it. But I also love when people stare, and especially when they watch. But that's me. And if you want people to stop staring, just eat the body part that falls off. I don't know why, but when I do that, it always sends people running, usually towards the trash can.
You could also try throwing the severed body part at them. A projectile.
Ooh, they wouldn't stare anymore. They'd be too busy running. Ooh, good
Yeah.
call, Puppy. COVID. And our last letter of the night. Dear Unman, I'm an undead heathen, and I've fallen in love with a living woman. What are your thoughts on interdead living lesbian couples? Could we ever make it work? Thank you. I knew you'd have something to say about that, but thank you. This is from Necro Nancy T from Dead Horse, Arkansas. Well, Nancy, I believe that love is love. You absolutely can make it work. That is, if you don't decay before your wedding day. Good luck with that.
Interdead living lesbian couples? I have a feeling you're going to be tucking your shirt into that tonight, aren't you, Unman?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait. Don't have to go far. I'm. Yeah, you see that? Yes, that's not quite the sound, but it's close. Dead ghost. It's close. Whew. Anyway, ladies, you're gonna make it. Just word of advice for the zombie: just don't go to pieces. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that is all for our mail for the week. Letters to Unman. Remember that all of you out there watching our little show can absolutely send us any letters or questions that you may have for yours truly. Either comment or message us here at our Facebook page, and maybe you'll see your questions on our show next week. And speaking of next week, let me do one thing right here. If you want to be part of our monster party, please message us at the Latefright Menagerie, or on our Facebook page, Latefright, or on Unman on the Latefright Instagram, on the Unmundane Instagram, on the Unmundane Facebook page, on the Latefright Facebook page. If you want to be a monster, we are going to have a gigantic monster party, but we need to hear from you as soon as possible. By Monday, please, if you want to be a monster on our show, we're going to have a gigantic Zoom call. It should be a fabulous time. And speaking of fabulous times, whoop, 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 whoop. I believe it's time for our Freak of the Week.
Freak of the Week. We gotta freak of the Week. Oh!
But tonight is not a Freak of the Week, although some might think that of him. I do not personally. I see him as a legend in our community of monsters and mayhem and entertainers extraordinaire. Hey, Pumpy, who do we have?
Oh, it's a gentleman named Richard-Lael Lillard.
And he is better known as the Gentleman Psychic.
I just started. I don't know.
Please welcome to the show, Richard-Lael Lillard.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good to see you,
Hello.
Unman, Pumpy. Lovely to meet all of you.
Fantastic to have you here. Fantastic to have you here. Now, you and I go back a little ways.
We do go a ways back.
It's a whole year. Oh,
at least 20.
It's something like that. Well, I was thinking more of a couple of hundred.
At least.
Remember that old Victorian house we used to live in? We were roommates back in the day.
You never did those dishes. I'm still waiting. They're still here in the kitchen.
And they'll stay there. We've got people commenting already on your fabulous mustache. And someone said facial hair gold, mustache gold. Yes. Oh yes, there's 2 comments on it. Yes.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Yes, so did I. I have chops.
I mustache you a question. I could whisper it in your ear, but that would be a hairy situation. I'll shave it for later.
Oh, I've missed your wit, sir. I've missed a lot of people will recognize you from Beetle House.
Yes, that is true. I was the MC, the master of ceremonies, the host extraordinaire.
Yes, and you brought to life so many wonderful characters there. I don't know if you want to talk about him much, but
yeah, we can talk about anything you like.
Willy Wonka.
Yes, I was Willy Wonka, but I no longer play with my Willy. I tuck in my shirt.
That's all the rage right now, isn't it? Shirt tucking.
Shirt tucking.
Yes, I'm gonna. I don't know if you saw, but I'm going to, tuck my shirt later.
I did see that. I did. I heard good things.
And just like that, we have a new euphemism for masturbation.
You mean in his case it was a youth-inism?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, I had to point up that story for this week. Oh goodness. Yeah, and anyone who's familiar with you on Facebook or anything, everyone knows your current position. I don't know if we want to get too into politics, but I just want to say that you say it's important to vote.
It is very important to vote. Voting right now is extremely important because this is just the facts. This is just the way that it is. Voting helps one party, and the more people vote, the more change there can be. There is, however, one party that is trying to subvert the vote because they know that they don't get ahead. In fact, in the last 20 years, we have voted Democratic every single time, with the exception of the course of the fact that all of those 20 years, we only had a Democrat for 8. We've got, Al Gore. Everyone voted for Al Gore, and then George Bush wins. And it's the way that they gerrymander, and things go along that way. But go vote. Just vote.
Just vote. Just vote. Now, Richard-Lael, you've got so many things. Like your name, for example. I just love that people call you Richard-Lael. And what's the story? I know that's your given name, but then you hyphenated it. Is there?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you. So, my grandfather was Homer Richard, and he didn't like to be called Homer, so he went by the name of Rich. My father. I know, right? So my father was the Reverend Richard William, and then when I came along, I was born Richard-Lael Lillard, but everyone called me Richie because it was Rich, Richard, and Richie. And I didn't really like it, but I went along with it. I went, okay, it's fine. I don't want to be called Richard. I don't want to be called Rich. I don't want to be called Rick or Ricky or Dickie or Dick or any other sort of. I mean, I like Dick, mind you. It's a good name. Dick is a good name. It's just not my name. So I realized. I went, okay, I don't want to be called Richard. I even tried going by another name. For a while when I lived in Vegas, I went by the name of Jonathan Zarin. Talk about pretense. But I went by that name when I was a hairdresser. And of course, I offended my mother when she found out. But then I went, no, I really do like my name, Richard-Lael Lillard. But Lael is such a unique, fun name. I think it's apropos. But I will tell you, since it was my birth name, Lael is ancient Aramaic. It means of the horned god. So the full name.
Perfect Richard. Next segment. Perfect segue into what I was going to ask next.
The horned god.
Yes.
So go on. What's your?
I was going to say so. Something that people may not know is that you're satanic.
I am a Satanist. I am a Luciferian, satanic witch. I'm not a grand high witch, but that's.
Oh, you're a grand high witch.
I'm a grand high witch.
Hell yes, and you're
grand high witch on 420.
Wait, you were born on 420?
No. I said that's the only time I'm the grand high witch.
Oh. Oh, I have missed that laugh too. You have such a fabulous laugh, and you have such a wonderful way with people, and people love your entertainment style. As the MC, you often played the devil, and it's just so perfect. There was another question that I had, and it just went poof. It was Vegas. It was about Vegas. Didn't you work as a singing dealer?
Blackjack dealer, yes. I played Freddie Mercury at what used to be called the Imperial Palace. The Imperial Palace. It's now been redubbed the Quad. But it was fun though. I loved the Imperial Palace. It was so cheesy and it smelled of cigarettes, but
my goodness.
I loved the Imperial Palace. I loved old Vegas. So
let me
go on.
When did you do that? What years?
Oh God, 15 years ago, maybe more. I don't. 16 years ago. I don't know.
Well, were you ever there when Caesar's Magical Empire was open?
Maybe. I never got out of the casino. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we were right. We would have been right across the street from the Imperial Palace, and O'Shea's was right there.
I do know. I remember O'Shea's. It's closed now.
Yeah, gone.
But it was. I remember O'Shea's.
Yes, and I knew someone who did Billy Idol as Blackjack.
Oh yes. Oh, he's a lovely friend of mine.
Maybe there were a couple, so I'm not sure if it's the same one, but yeah, no, we have our Vegas connections too.
Well, I used to, as a blackjack dealer, I would always put the cards face down, and people would go, "Hey," and I would go, "Relax, darling, I like it face down." And that's a true story. I really did that.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
What I love to do, though, is because I am a psychic and a medium,
right?
Is that
yeah.
I would lay them all face down, and then after I would tell that joke, I would tell them, "Relax, darling, I know what you have," and I would go, "You have an 8 of hearts," and then I would turn it over to the 8 of hearts. I would say, "You have a 6 of diamonds, and you have an ace. You've got 21, whatever it was." And I would turn it over. They'd go, "How do you do that?" And I would go, I don't know. I just do it. Look, I can do it every time.
Touch.
I don't do that anymore because I don't work with those cards anymore. But I don't work with those cards. But I still have that connection, that sense.
There you go, and that's it's almost as if you know what I'm going to ask you next, because you're making perfect segues into what I want to then really get into, is just more of what your psychic gift is about. For you, when did you discover that you were psychic, and what do you do with it now?
Well, it's a funny thing. I always thought that I always thought that everyone knew what I knew. I thought everyone knew things. One of the stories I tell quite frequently, but it's one of the most powerful ones, is that my father had died in hospital when I was 5, almost 5. I was 4, almost to be 5, and the long story short is that he came back. And he sat up in bed after his coma, and he scared the nurse. She passed out. She, terrified that this corpse had raised up out of bed. But everyone asked me, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday?" And I would say in earnest, "My father is coming home for my birthday." And they would go, "Oh, bless," which is Southern speak for "you dumb little shit." But oh, bless, they would say, "Oh, bless." So my father came home for my birthday the day and the night before the 31st December, my birthday. And when he came home, I sat there coloring and drawing because that's what I wanted to do. And people said, "Well, aren't you excited? Your daddy came home for your birthday." And I said, I knew he was going to. And then I remember saying, "And I'll have him for 20 more years, a little more, but 20 more years." So 20 years later, my father died the day and the night after my 25th birthday.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, there were things that I always thought that I always thought that everyone knew things, but I just, I don't know. I would laugh because my father was left-handed, and he would say, he'd be working in the car. He'd say, where's my wrench? Where's that wrench?" And I'd say, "It's in your pocket." "No, it's not." I said, "It's in your right pocket." "No, because I'm left." "Oh, it's in my right hand. Oh, it's in my right pocket. My screen is reversed, but it was in my right pocket." And I just thought everyone knew those things. And then the universe, I mean, for the last, my God, 15 years or so, I've been reading for friends, for parties, for just however it may be. And then the universe said, "Oh yeah, you're having fun. Things are okay. Watch this." And I went, "Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Well, maybe if I just tell the people that I know what I do, maybe one thing leads to another." And it did. I publicized on Facebook first, and then it got me that got me connected to people, and then I got onto Ghost Adventures, and I've been on Jubilee Media several times. I've got a few things that are in the works. So yeah, just the power of social media.
The power of social media, and that's actually why we besides other things, besides you being fabulous, we're going to give you an opportunity to put yourself out there, and we're going to put up your Venmo account and where people can actually get a reading from you.
Sure. Well, I'm so easy to be found. I'm so easy
Where's
to
the
be
blood
found
stone?
online. If you look for The Gentleman Psychic or thegentlemanpsychic.com, The Gentleman Psychic on Facebook, The Gentleman Psychic email at thegentlemanpsychic@gmail.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Also, what is that? It's the Patreon under The Gentleman's House. Oh yeah, all of this, The Gentleman Psychic right there. And you can really find me anywhere. I'm easy.
That's fantastic, but you're not cheap.
You know what? That is very true. I mean, it depends upon budget, but I'm not cheap. But yes, you are correct.
Easy, but not cheap. That's the way we like it. Well, Richard-Lael, it's been so fabulous to have you here. I think we could probably do this all night.
Sure,
but
I have to go. I do have to go. I have things.
I know you have things to do. You have places to go, people to be, and I heard the clock chime, so it's time. Let's bring Pumpy and Dead Goat back. And at this time, we'd like to talk. Hello, Pumpy. Welcome back. That's some pretty impressive psychic stuff. Pumpy. Somebody should have told you not to step on pumpkins, huh?
That would only I knew you back when I was still a human.
Well,
Indeed.
the way that you can do it, the way that you can fix that is I know a great freezer spell. So what this happens is, when things are bad, when people are progressing negative towards you, you put them in the freezer. That's really what you do. You put their energy in the freezer. And I have some of your cousins actually in my freezer. I have two jack-o'-lanterns in my freezer right now, not because they're bad, but because I'm trying to preserve them until Halloween. Yeah,
okay, so
we'll put you in the freezer.
You're saying I need to get a freezer.
Well, we can put you in the freezer.
Yeah,
or that would save you from rotting. Indeed.
We do actually rot very, very quickly out here.
Yes, and all that heat. So anyway, this is a time we like to say to talk about Dakota the Bearded Lady and her show, Chardonnay True Crime.
Hey.
Wow, you do that just as good as Fagorang.
I love you. I don't know how to get out.
I love you too. Thank you, Richard-Lael. Richard-Lael Lillard.
Bye, Richard. Oh, I'm so embarrassed I messed up his name.
No, you did fine. Don't worry, we're not going to smash you.
Okay, good. I can do this. I can do this every week.
Oh, well, hey, this, I tell you what, let's give our viewing audience, give a big hand for our temporary sidekick, Pumpy.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing. And I don't know, Unman, this was so much fun. I think I was really just grown to do this kind of thing. And with Thanksgiving coming, pumpkins are still in. I can't wait until next week.
Oh, yes, next week. You mean when Fagorang returns, right, Pumpy?
Yeah. When or if he returns.
What was that, Pumpy?
Nothing, Unman. Great show, everyone. Thank you, bunches, for letting me be here.
Yes, and remember, kiddies, wash your damn hands. Stay the hell away from each other. At least 6 feet. And remember, kiddies, stay spooky. And if you like what you saw tonight, send the money to paypal.me/Latefright and Venmo @Latefright. And if you want to be part of our monster party, let us know. Let us know. Be one of us. One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Gobble, gobble. One of us.
Gobble, gobble.
Google, gobble, Google, gobble. One of us. One of us. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it, man. Cut it. Oh, we're done. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.